Hello everyone, it is Andrea, February 4th, 2022. Andrea Mason, the Global Voice, certified motivational speaker, coach, mentor under the mentorship of Mr. Les Brown. I was made aware a few moments ago that the legendary Mr. Bob Proctor has passed on. Pardon my tone today, as you can see from my eyes, just finished crying. Although I have not met this man in person, he was here in my heart since 2014. He has instilled so much empowerment, motivation, mindset, and his message was so powerful to me. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. This has been really difficult for me, a jagged pill to swallow, knowing that this man's voice had saved my life. In 2016, on February 23rd. To give you some spotlight on how this occurred, if I may just have a few moments of your time. I was always a workaholic. I went into work early, left late. I did my due diligence, and my work ethic, they said, was admirable. Every position I ever took, I made it my own. I felt that the business was mine and I was going to do everything in my power for it to excel. I took every opportunity to make sure that I was acting with integrity, with passion and perseverance. And that took a toll on my health. For one of Mr. Bob Proctor's quotes is as follows: "Disease cannot live in a healthy mind." And at that time, for over a week, I was hooked up to machines in an ICU unit because I wasn't taking care of myself. I had suppressed all of my feelings, angers, sadness, losses, especially the loss of my mother in 2007. And I was just a workaholic. I cared for everybody else and put myself second, if not last. I was going to school that day as well as work. As upon arrival in the office, I had difficulty breathing. I reached for my inhaler, which was prescribed on an as-needed basis, only to come find out, next thing I knew, I was in the hospital. They ran a series of tests that day, and I was released. In preparation as a planner, professional organizer at the time, I was preparing for my next day to conquer. I received a phone call from the hospital saying, "Andrea, we need you to come back in. There was an oversight, and you need to come in immediately." My ego said, "I have stuff to do, I can't." But the doctor's heart said, "You need to." I went to the hospital, and they had diagnosed me with myasthenia gravis. For those of you who don't know, that's a terminal condition of the shutdown of your entire autoimmune system. At the time, we had a young child, and I had so many responsibilities to do, so many things to take care of, but I wasn't present for I was on the ICU unit for about a week. I remember towards the end of the week, on a phone call, my husband reached out and said, "We need you home. Your family needs you. I need you. Remember watching The Secret?" I said, "Yes. Spoiler alert, I won't ruin it for you." But he recalled the medical excerpt of that movie. And in doing so, I applied. I asked, believed, and received. The team treatment came the next day and said, "Andrea, if you are unable to maintain food, walk on your own will, and utilize all 4 of your limbs, your stay at the hospital is until further notice." I took a deep breath, for I had applied what I learned the night prior. The treatment team came in and said, "Let's go." I draped my feet over the hospital bed, jumped down due to my petite stature, and I walked to the nurse's station and back, and I was able to maintain my whole food meals that day. I was then discharged, for I had regained strength, the use of all 4 of my limbs, and to consume food on a regular basis. My father and my friend picked me up upon discharge, and I remember riding in the car to our son's school. He came in the car. I was in the back seat. I placed my hand on his shoulder. He turned around. He said, "Mommy, it's like Christmas. I prayed for you to come home last night, and you're here." And he didn't let go of my hand, let alone leave my side for some time. So with today's news of the moving on of Mr. Bob Proctor, I want to honor him, pay homage to him, and thank him, for I know he is watching, for saving my life in that hospital bed that evening, February 22nd, 2016. I will never forget you. And for those of you who know me, I live by Disney's Lilo and Stitch message. No one gets left behind nor forgotten. And if you know my life as a woman of integrity, as promised, I hold true to that statement, because my word is my bond. Because I always act with integrity, pay it forward, live life with passion, and persevere towards progression of succession. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. And may Mr. Bob Proctor rest in peace. Thank you, good sir, for saving my life. My name is Andrea Mason, Global Voice, mentor, speaker, and coach under the mentorship of the Mr. Les Brown, and virtual coach, Mr. Bob Proctor. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, bringing you daily content every single day. Te amo. Be well.